Hello, it is me once again in the mention right now. Yeah, well, I do apologize that I end up saying this is not a computer stream or otherwise. So this is the way it is. I really wanted to do a computer, but the problem is I might need to do a computer tower in the future. Wonderful. But here's the thing right now. Also, you see the background sounds is back. It's because the microphone only connects to the computer, and I don't have the microphone with me because I found out, like I said, I need a new computer tower because I found them all already. So, but let you know. So, right now, what is going on right now is. Oh, hold on. I am so sorry that trash people doesn't see the here. They're trying to take our trash away. They had to the top right open. The sound is so loud because the window's open. Well, hold on. Good. Yeah, sorry about that. As well. That's not really good content. They had to go for mistakes, but here we go. Oh, here we go. Back to the sports of some sort. Yeah, so far NASCAR, yeah. NASCAR right now is just some sort. I don't know. I was supposed to tell the computer that they end up either all the states was apologies somehow got corrupted, so it makes sense. Instead of the turn from here. So in the NASCAR's future is possibly in the let's see Chicago's street circuit's gonna turn right into San Diego in the future. Because on the short tracks it's gonna be probably end up at probably gonna be loaned down because of the car's issues. Road coasters do good. The cars really well. They fix up a couple adjustments. Yeah, if the cars get adjustment in some sorts could do really good. Short tracks there might be those only reduced down to one track of some sort. Well, in some sort otherwise. So the tracks that might most likely return next year is probably be I gotta see Kentucky, Sugarlands could likely return because the other cars doing really well and those mile halves, cookie cutters of some sort. Because I know those Gen 7 cars are doing really well on those tracks. Some sort. Because they're doing absolute awful. Unless they go to the 8th gen and they hope to pick up on short tracks that I think they might not be in the future because the house is kind of built to be in the first place. Otherwise, so yeah. So, I'd not be surprised. Rockingham's trying to get a cup race back, which is good. North Wilkesboro, despite how successful it is, despite classifying as a short track and iconic, is trying to get a points race back. But our formula is only for one race. Similar as Richmond, Darlington, Bristol, Martinsville is only get one race because those cars that they have right now, those new gen cars somehow it's not as good as on short tracks. The Super compared to road courses restrict the place a mile half on any with cookie cutters. Let's see why. It's not meant to be. So I'm pretty sure. So also, I might look out for Pikes Peak. Oh no, Pikes Peak is my possibly rumored to return. Of some sort. On the last course plan to add more road courses. Mexico City is projected to be only held not one race, 2 years. There's only one race on the schedule. Means by 2018, it's probably going to be removed. But NASCAR is probably going to stay internationalized because I know the potential to be Montreal coming in pretty much in the future of Saudi Arabia as well because it's not surprised about it because it's the way it is, so it makes sense. On the also they got potential for IndyCar's future for tracks at this point because of Pikes Peak might return to some sort. Yeah, it's possibly at this point for sure, because I'll not be surprised. Also got Chicagoland, Kansas. So the IndyCar to try that possibility is up to the air safety for Kentucky. Archives as well. The focus on those are cookie cutters as well. Like Chicagoland, Kentucky, Pikes Peak, and others. So I might focus into that as well. Because I found out this became like mainstream because of those Gen 7 cars, and that's what got right now works really well. So here's the thing right now. So why when I'm looking at it, this is a fair straight. But here's the thing right now. You know, only the way it is. Yeah, unless NASCAR finds a way to fix up the issues of the short tracks with a possibly 8th gen car, the potential in the future, which is likely, that might come to be the end of this. What comes to be for this option, because they have a little bit of issue that are no longer on short ovals, but also road courses. Oh, I know the roller coasters can easily adjust itself from the 7th gen and then adjust themselves so they can roller coaster friendly. There's some sort which is possible to explain that it is the way it is. And the problem is though, it's just this situation there, it's just way too dire not only for in this generation of car that is gonna for roller coasters, it kind of makes sense to itself. So this makes sense. Restricted plates have a little bit of issue, but I think they've really improved a lot in Talladega. The only issue is just people just don't see very well how good it really is. It's kind of proving the restricted plates very well. Also, it says possibly the Atlanta lies Texas Motor Speedway in the future, which is most likely gonna be. So I'd not be surprised this might increase of some sort as well. So it's most likely it's gonna come to be for sure. So yeah, that means on for IndyCar on the IndyCars going to continue to add more road courses because even more ovals in one too. So you also get the Grand Prix RA10 next year for IndyCar, which is now a street circuit in Texas. Yeah, that track is supposed to replace Texas Motor Speedway for IndyCar, which is pretty nice. Here's a street circuit around Cowboy Stadium and Globe Life Field that I might be hearing about. That might be interesting. So yeah, so that is some sort of the way it is, so to help fans increase the what they're looking for here. So yeah. So shifting away from racing right now, they get to multi-sport event. Well, yeah, the Olympics. Somebody in the talking to this a little while about this because I know what's going on right now. Yeah, the Olympics is shifting so much all about this. In 2028, it's easy to explain. The Gonzalo NSL was trying to teach. NSL CFL is trying to get a flag football. Venues is fully ready for LA, so we'll not be worried about it. Plus, potentially Iroquois Indians is also joining as our Olympic team for once, possibly for Bougainville. Vatican and others joining as a new team to the Olympics, so not be surprised by that. Also, right top as well, then you end up is of some sort because it's about a venue of some sort. It's been switched since the time. For 2032, they ended they finally announced the stadium, which is at Bismarck Olympic Stadium under construction for the opening in 2032. It had Olympics in Bismarck. Still waiting for opening ceremonies. So the way that French Alps, the some sort of it's gonna be in Chamonix. It's gonna be always gonna be in Grenoble or some sort. Who knows? Mostly, kind of hope it's Chamonix. It's gonna be over 100 years since Chamonix, so it makes sense. You can also got Salt Lake City that might possibly have group changes. It switches to new Manivate Delta Center, which you're gonna hate to say it's a new Manivate Delta Center that I really do not like at all. It's kind of feels like And to see Market Square Arena, Indianapolis, or the Madison Square Gardens the third, and some sort. So those old-fashioned arena type looks of some sort. I once thought it's gonna be like end up like the New Mexico Lobos or the Mean Greens Arena. They end up being like a pit or a super pit. So I'm thinking it goes underground or like a bowl shape. No, it had to go steep in the stands, like you normally see from like older NBA and NHL arenas. So some sort it's very obsolete. I really do not like that. It's not gonna last long in there anyway. Anyways, the Olympics is also using it for ice hockey for 2034, which is a little bit worse. So yeah. So for the big details, all the way for 2030 Youth Olympics, that I know India might not be because of Commonwealth Games, as you know. So I know Indonesia might push it for a win because they have rival Thailand, which that's gonna be tough. So also, my top is two as well. Yeah, they also have other cities too, so they might not see likely win of some sort, unless it's mostly it's Indonesia might easily win this unless a rival Thailand or Thailand might be a close rival there, so not be surprised. For 2036, I know India is betting this one. It's carry over possibly success from the Commonwealth Games 2030 as well. Into the final for sure. Into the possibly held Ahmedabad, which is right next to Pakistan. If you know the issues with the Indo-Pakistani conflict going on right now, I kind of hope it doesn't interrupt with the bid or it's going to interrupt with success. Kind of hope not because it's going to be like a big issue for India right now. For sure, it is because of issues related to the conflict. We got Indonesia with Nusantara. Nusantara in a island of Borneo there. It's a brand new city. That area the Indonesia Business Association it has nothing built for sports. Yeah, there is nothing there in those Centaurs going to hold the Olympics with. There's really nothing there. And even some sort, no, maybe that means all the venues in the new Centaur will be under construction. It's the first time ever in Olympic history. So, if this comes to be, this could be the largest mega project an IOC has ever done before. For the Olympics in 2036 in New Centaur, though, if they win. You know, also you got Santiago. Santiago's might not gonna win. This is because of, well, it's. I think it's because of how Chile is right now. It just is. You know, Turkey has issues that are related towards the end up a train post is really in danger in case of Russia. So it makes sense. So it's not be surprised at that. So yeah, now shifting over to FIFA. FIFA news are related right now. So yeah, what's going on? Yeah, for FIFA, so we already know already for FIFA about about the next World Cup hosted U.S., Canada, Mexico, which is, as you know, they've been elected since Mexico held, not Mexico, Mexico hold we got back in 2018. So it's been a long time. It's like over a decade now since they got elected. So almost a decade now. Whoops. So yeah, oh no, it's over a decade. So I was right the first time. So yeah. So it's been a long time. They were in a feud because of Trump's presidency back in 2016. It's my hard months of traveling. Yeah, good thing Biden got rid of it. Unless it's Trump's back in power, though, this going to cause a big concern about Muslims are not going to travel to World Cup. Good thing get their shit under control by Biden of some sort. That comes an issue about later on, bit. We just see later on. It gets up to that. We usually is. It got the 2030 World Cup held in technically Argentina, Paraguay, Uruguay as the anniversary games for one game each. for the setup, and the rest of it's gonna be Spain, Morocco, Portugal. So in Europe, and this is where this group comes to happen. Because I know in 2024, Saudi Arabia is gonna host. That might be interesting, pretty technologic. And this is where this shit goes down the storm. Yep, you guessed it, a 2038 bit. Yes, 2038 bit is potentially only got hosted already. It's not been announced yet by the FIFA president, or also it's not been noticed yet by the public. Yes, it's been secretly hosted already. So far, for 2038, it's already been hosted by the US, New Zealand, and Fiji. The only problem is with New Zealand, Fiji is for qualifications for OFC, only needs one nation to host the World Cup. And now because of two is going to be hosted there in OFC territory, that means that possibly UEFA had to give up one country from the World Cup to give the spot for Fiji, which kind of it kind of hurts for most of Europe because they're gonna be hurting compared to OFC got two nations in the World Cup in 2038, which gotta say right now, never be surprised and never be pleased in the case of something like this does happen. That's the way it is. So, not be surprised for this for sure, and also continue on for this for sure. Otherwise, got the FIFA Women's World Cup, and they had to help Brazil for 2 years from now, and it's so sorry. I found out in 2031 it's gonna held in the US. It's just gonna be the first time it wins who won't come in the end to have a nation held 3 times. And then all of Great Britain is gonna host it in 2035, I believe, right? 2035? Yeah, 2035. So yeah, the only issues Northern Ireland because Northern Ireland it has Casement. Problem is Casement Park is a pretty much an abandoned stadium, and they end up being held matches for so many years. It's falling apart as you know in place, as you know, because it's already issues that are relating towards, and they end up to gonna be for sure. The found out for sure. And so I kind of hoping Winston Park is gonna end up with this of some sort to relate to this. Because I know they can use the perfect if it goes for human amount of animations. Similar scale in this Northern Ireland, the Men's World Cup side 23 having issues as well for Fiji. Fiji has one stadium in FIFA standards, so it is approved by FIFA. All the others is not approved. Only was this one, I think, the Indian side of Indian slash Pakistan side of Fiji. Is the capacity is like 19,000 capacity. Some of it's way too small. I believe if not, it's almost 15,000 and some sort. In the other side of the island, though, as a some sort. It's used rugby, but it's also it's not in FIFA standards because it's just so small. So under renovation, so that everyone that was given there. The rest is going to go for the rest of the Q3 upgrades or renovation, if not had to go for a complete stay rebuild. In the Fiji, they had a soul sword, because I know Fiji does have two other venues, it's like too small for FIFA, too small for rugby, too small to be professional league, though. It's going to be used as a public park venue, so it kind of hurts for Fiji, though. They ended to give you the sets of clothes. The end of the way it is going on. It's kind of rough. It's kind of harsh. Which kind of makes sense. New Zealand and America does have a lot of venues, and they can use them in the World Cup. So it's kind of interesting there for sure. Yeah, the one stadium in the Fiji is fit with the stadium turns known as HTB Bank Stadium or HTS Bank Stadium, whatever they say it, which is in Sova. So it kind of makes sense. Now shifting into both MLS and USL news. Yeah, when the promotion relegation is still likely to happen, but yeah, I'm not be surprised the USL is going to grow even larger before in this promotion relegation comes in, some sort. I'd not be surprised in cities where in the Tri-Cities, Twin Cities of some sort, get two separate teams each. Like, example as USL that takes one side of Dallas and then the USL takes the other side with the Fort Worth. Or one team in USL takes the same Minneapolis and the other one takes another USL team in St. Paul. Like that is kind of makes perfect for them because they make a good derby match for sure because it kind of fits very well. Oh yeah, they see for New York and Jersey City and also the Quad Cities in Illinois or some sort. Each city gets their own team and stadium as well. So it's kind of like what's might be we'll say it's gonna might be potential be. Major League Soccer can get up to 2 more teams, which is being in Vegas and Phoenix. That might be for the introducing a promotion relegation coming up in 2027-2028 USL season. So that means they might get the time before that. So it's because of that. So the point is he might play in the Soundtime stage before transferred over. So it's possibly might be B. So USL is going to gain more teams the next 10 to 20 years. I mean, because of the influence of promotion relegation hits the team like a freak train, and it hits hard like a truck, overtaking Major League Soccer in the future because of the pride of the otherwise of what's going on within sport. Let's see why. This is why you see leagues like NSL, NHL, NBA, MLB is gonna really hurt in the future because USL and MLS they're pushing soccer being the largest sport in all America. It's because of this. It's because that's the truth. It is some sort of way it is. It's not complicated to relate what's going on right now. It's just end up being the truth. Otherwise, so yeah, it's gonna give you more than the truth. So yeah, for right now, compared to what's going on in that right now, I think it also because there was some special update that are related towards the end of special update that related outside of all this too. You think it mostly relate towards which might be going on in within I think not FIBA, FIBA has no updates, so they'll let you know. So it's mostly related towards NASCAR only, so they can reach out back to up as a special update. Yeah, I think the special update for related to NASCAR is here's the thing right now. There's 2 things that are gonna relate to special update related to NASCAR right now. Yeah, here's the thing right now. There's potentially now national this. I don't know. I might use this as rumors starter for this since it's most likely it's gonna happen. Yeah, here's the thing right now. You can see most of the events so they have a huge increase of women of some sort. And I found out women is only good in international sports. In racing, I meant only like Formula One and even darts. They have a darts like team. So why not have an American only women's racing league? So I'm kind of wishing NASCAR right now we could have a fourth Grand Touring Series only for women, some sort like a NASCAR Women's Series. They end up race the track, so I think they end up there with a available for women, some sort like Daytona Talladega, if some sort they can. Otherwise, they end up using like other tracks too. Just they end up NASCAR never raced there for a long time. They could use those like Road America, Road Atlanta, others. Even once the IndyCar did race, Silver Endurance too, but for IMSA, even ARCA too, they race that they can use those as well. So it's possible for this like to happen. So, oh yeah, the question is Nazareth gonna get returned? Problem is, Nazareth Speedway might not return anytime soon because yeah, it's almost got demoed once because of the factory and the elementary school plan there, and they kind of canceled it because of permits. The only way the Nazareth Speedway to revive from this is if it get help from the president of the United States itself, pay for the help to revive Nazareth Speedway. Only the president to help to get enough money to pay to refurnish and revive Nazareth Speedway in Nazareth, Pennsylvania. So yeah, so that's the only way because I think the president has enough money in the federal government to pay him the revival of Nazareth Speedway and Nazareth, Pennsylvania in the future of some sort because why not? Part of the potential law of the Nazareth revival plan is, or if not Nazareth rescue plan anyway, for rescuing the track. Similar as the Rock and North Wilkesboro rescue plan back to the time of the pandemic. So that's possibly what's going to be for sure. So also second thing special that relate to this, and for some sort, NASCAR can't get release more road courses in the future, like Utah. Utah's a pretty big market these days, thanks to the to the new NHL team. Yeah, the new Utah team of the NHL is those mammoth, but I call mastodons because it's works well, but in plural because mammoth does not work well in plural. We'll see the next only issue there. So yeah, that's kind of makes sense. So roller coasters might add more in the future, like Utah and others, and I kind of see why. So yeah, so let me let you know. So that's it for any sports updates in the future. Otherwise, so it makes sense. So not my read. So hope you like this 30-minute stream related towards the updates of sports on this phone. I am so sorry, Ken. I was playing on a computer, and I found that the computer started to freeze up, throw a fit, almost crashed, and almost committed suicide right behind my eyes. It's kind of broken now, so I'll let you know. And yeah, I use an RNN webcam and microphone now, and this is supposed to be the first video using a microphone, so I do apologize for that. So I hope this get this fixed and to get a new tower soon to get this back on. So anyway, that means now on closer to the 10-year anniversary stream will be only on my phone. So yeah, I do apologize about that. So otherwise, that's the only easy to deal with from now on. So good luck to me. So hope you like my stream video, whatever it is. Hope to see you next video. I'm Joshua Cat Human, and I finally am out of here, and I'm finally going to take my rest before the next video. So otherwise, the only thing you're gonna say for right now is, well, beep, beep, beep. Well, final thing to say is bye for now. See you next video. So bye for now.